Hello and welcome to our OSSLT video series. Today we're going to be talking about the series of paragraphs. If you learn these strategies, you will definitely have one less problem being successful on the test. So let's begin at the end here by looking at the scoring rubric for this long writing task. Both the news report and the series of paragraphs goes through two rubrics actually, one that marks for content and the other for conventions. So you can get 60 marks for content, and let's take a look at what is necessary for you to get the top marks. Have a strong opinion right from the beginning in the topic sentence, and use good organization for your ideas, including transition words. Make sure that there are sufficient supporting details for each of your 3 points and that your arguments advance from weakest to strongest. End off with a conclusion that summarizes all of your main points. The remainder of your marks comes from the rubric for spelling and grammar. They're not looking for perfect work, but what they are looking for is that the reader isn't distracted by spelling and grammar mistakes within your writing. Okay, so let's go over the strategies you can use in order to be successful on this task. Make sure to highlight the keywords in the question so you can focus your answer. Use a T-chart on paper, which you can still use, or you can use the notepad tool in order to organize and brainstorm your ideas. These won't be marked. In paragraph 1, you need to introduce the topic and answer the question by rephrasing keywords. Paragraph 2, you should give 2 point-proof comments with detail, and in paragraph 3, make your last point and write a concluding statement. So your test is going to take you to the first page, and if you want to budget your time, then what you can do is click on the review button, which will take you to a table of contents. Click on the series of paragraphs, and you can begin with that if you prefer to get the long writing task over with. So we're going to take our highlighting tool and highlight the key words in the question so that we know what our focus is. In this case, it's teenagers, importance, and what they wear. Next, let's take our notepad feature and begin our brainstorming. What you can do is start by trying to find points for both sides of the argument, and then you can begin writing based on the strength of one or the other of those ideas. So here's our finished arguments on the notepad. I've come up with 3 points for each side of this question, but my yes side seems to be stronger, so I'm going to go with that. I'm going to move the window up a bit so I have room to start typing my series of paragraphs. So begin your series of paragraphs with a good topic sentence that answers the question. The next few sentences should outline the arguments you'll make in the order that they will appear in the essay. So here's our finished series of paragraphs. Notice that there is a limit of 2,500 characters for you to complete this task. Don't feel pressured by that number though, okay? Don't feel like you have to fill the page to the maximum allotted characters. I've managed to complete a fairly decent essay here using about 2,000, just over 2,000 characters. So, don't let that pressure you, okay? I just want to show you what happens if you do go over the amount of characters that you were allotted for this task. I typed in some fake words and a screen pops up saying that I have reached the maximum words. If you go ahead and click OK, you'll be taken back to your typing screen where conveniently all of your typos and little spelling mistakes are highlighted for you or underlined. So you can just go back and make those corrections, proofread it one more time, and then submit it. So when you're looking everything over, make sure that you've written about 3 to 5 paragraphs, that you have indented between each paragraph using their indent button. Use transition words in order to organize your ideas. Make sure you answer the question fully and support your points with examples, and then go back and check for spelling and grammar. Make use of the notepad feature or just a regular pen and paper to brainstorm and organize your ideas before you begin typing the actual essay. And just be aware that you don't need to use up all of the characters in order to write a level 4 series of paragraphs. As always, the best way to use these strategies is to get online on the OSSLT website and go through the sample online test yourself and practice some of these strategies.